What is up, guys? Yoshio here. I got you a tank review on the Tier 3 Russian main battle tank, the T-62. Now with that out of the way, let's go right to the stats, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Okay, so the damage is 420. The penetration is 270 millimeters. The damage per minute is 3,227. The reload time is 7.81 seconds. The maximum speed is 50 kilometers an hour. It can actually reach that top speed under its own power, which is great. The 0 to 32 kilometer rate is 7.63 seconds. The vehicle mass is 37,000 kilograms, which is great. The hull traverse is 40.87 degrees. The camouflage is 19% across the board. The view range on the move is 390 meters. The cannon departure is -6 degrees down, which is good. Plus 4 degrees up, which is not bad. The minimum spread is 0.149 degrees. The aim time is 2.24 seconds, and the turn traverse is 43.16 degrees. Now with that, we're going to go right into the ammo. There's 3 different types of ammo, so with that, we're going to go right into the ammo, so here we go. I'll see you over there. For the heat ammo, the salvo size is 1. The damage is 387 to 591. The penetration is 400 millimeters. The speed is 900 meters per second, which is pretty slow. The minimum spread is 0.185 degrees. The aim time is 2.8 seconds. The reload time is 8.6 seconds. The maximum damage bonus is 25%. The fire chase bonus is 300%. And the bonus magical damage is 25%. Now with that, we're going to go right into the high explosive. Now with high explosive, it's a different thing. There's 2 different types of damage. So with that, we're going to go right into the high explosive. For the AT ammo, the salvo size is the same. The damage penetrating is 567 to 693. The damage non-penetrating is 95 to 462. The damage range is 1.5 meters. The penetration is 38 millimeters. The speed is 750 meters per second. That's slow, but that's high explosive. The minimum spread is 0.170 degrees. The aim time is 2.8 seconds. The reload time is 8.6 seconds. The fire chase bonus is 100%, and the bonus module damage is 50%. With that, we're going to go right into the APFSDS, otherwise known as Armor Piercing Fin Stabilized Discarding Sabot. Now with that, we'll go right into that ammo type. For the APFSDS, the salvo size is the same. The damage is 378 to 462. The penetration is 270 millimeters. The speed is 1,620 meters per second. That's fast. The minimum spread is 0.160 degrees. The aim time is 2.8 seconds, and the reload time is 8.6 seconds. But with that, we're going to go right into the armor. Now, at Tier 2, the T-55 has less armor than this vehicle. So with that, let's go right into the armor. For the armor, the hit point is 2,000. The hull has 102 millimeters in the front, 80 in the sides, 45 in the rear. The hull composition is steel. The turret has 240 millimeters in the front, 123 in the sides, and 65 in the rear. The turret composition is steel. Now, with that, we're going to go right into the gameplay. I do have something for you. There are some funny moments later on that I'm doing that's a compilation. You guys will enjoy it. It's really good. So with that, we're going to go right into the gameplay, and I'll see you there. I have quite a bit amount of experience with the T-62. Now, the T-62 is a good brawling main battle tank. At Tier 3, it's your go-to brawling main battle tank. Other than the IS-7, which is a premium tank, this is also a good brawling tank. Now, what I found out with the IS-7 is I did not put it in the video. It's despite it's really good. And it's also so good that it can hold its own in challenging difficulty. One of my fans tried to trick me. Tried to get me to die in my IS-7 in challenging difficulty. I had no problem whatsoever. That's what shows you how good the IS-7 is. So how does this tank play? Well, in challenging difficulty, it does hold its own pretty well as long as you have a good team. If a bad team, you better you better know what you're doing, or you're going to die. So I'm using standard difficulty for now, because I cannot do challenging difficulty on my own yet. That's my thing. However, how does this tank play? This tank plays like you would believe. It's insane. The trick with this machine is you got to brawl. You can engage it. Actually, it's an all-rounder. You can brawl with it. You can go at low range and nail targets that way, or you can use the turret armor with this thing and go hold down. But then again, you got to keep in mind that it has 6 degrees of gun depression. That's typical Russian depression. American depression is like 10 degrees, stuff like that, which is great. But look at this position I'm in. Now watch. I'm gonna back up a little bit after I take out this M48. And I'm gonna back up to this position. Why am I here? Because you're gonna bounce shots off like that. You're angled a little bit. Also at the same time, you're bouncing off shots with your turret. At all possible. That's a penetration shot, but it did no damage. I get those a lot. In standard difficulty, you get those a lot. If you're at top tier, you get those a lot. If you're not a top tier, expect damage. The one thing I like about the people I hang around with now is I get to teach them everything I know about the game, because I've played this game for 2 years. 2 or 3 years, give or take. And one thing I know for certain, if you're gonna go right in front of you, you need to take a shot like that, because that's perfect. That's a perfect opportunity to kill a tank. Now, I've tried the light tanks or AFVs. AFVs are pretty good. As long as you know what you're doing with the AFVs or all the other branches of vehicles, you're good to go. I've actually had somebody that specializes in armored fighting vehicles and tank destroyers. I even got to try my 2 tank destroyers that I have in my garage. They're pretty decent. I died very quickly to them with them, so I'm going to stick with main battle tanks. So that's me. I'm a main battle tank person. That's the way I'm going to be. Now, this gun on the T-62 is a 115mm gun. I dare say that is actually the biggest gun at Tier 3. That's a Tech Tree tank. The biggest gun at Tier 3 overall is the 130mm gun on the IS-7. Now, what's mainly important is you can tell. Look at that. I'm at pretty much half health, but it's 1-1-1-1. You have to expect damage, even if you're a top tier. You got to expect damage. Period. What's also important is you need to know what you're doing from the start of the match to the end of the match. Where you're gonna go, and stick with that plan. Unless things go horribly wrong, and then you got to adapt. So what you gotta do is, I'm gonna edit this into the video, the 3 things you need to do. Know what you're gonna do at the start and the end. And execute that plan until things go horribly wrong. And if things go horribly wrong, adapt to it. That's gonna be super important. Now, what's another thing is, these players were really good. Well, look at my kills. I got 10 kills so far. There are times, not in recording sessions, that I would get 14 kills. Guess which vehicle I would get 14 kills in? My IS-7. That's how good that machine is. And it's so good. I would highly recommend getting that vehicle if you're playing console. And if you're playing PC, and it's a hit or miss, it just depends on what you want. But in this version, get it, because you're not gonna regret it whatsoever. At first I thought, wait a minute, normally there would be vehicles over here, down that road. That is not the case. They are over on the other side. And one guy nailed him. Yeah, as you can tell, I got 12 kills. Okay, in the comments below, how many kills do you think I'm gonna get? Because you already see I got 12 kills. So some of you guys got like single digits. You're already out. But comment below, how many kills do you think I'm gonna get? 12, 13, 14? Who knows? If you got it right, you guys are gonna be pinned. So, this is actually a very good match. Now, the mobility on this machine, it's rather good. It's better than the T-55. It is better. Now, I accidentally did this. You see the goop? I accidentally did that. Like, what's going on? Why did I do that? Now, another thing that's very important with this machine is take into consideration your teammates. Because even though you're in the main battle tank, you're not invincible. You can die very quickly if you bite off more than you can chew. And if that's happened so many times, it's so many people. That's the one thing I would highly recommend you do, is make sure you don't bite off more than you can chew, because there are some instances that I have, and I'm saying this from experience, there's times I have bit off more than I can chew and I've died. I am not the be-all best player in Armored Warfare. I still have tier 5 tanks. There are people in this game that probably have tier 10. You know, probably better than me. But these are my videos are for low tiers, pretty much, until I reach tier 10. However, if I'm gonna be dedicated to this game, more than likely. Now watch, I'm heading towards right down the road. Here's two guys, and they're shooting at a dead tank, just for fun, and it's awesome. They're just shooting that for fun. Now watch, I just show up and just shoot that. Then oh, look at that, and a bounce. I see the vehicle, I reload, and I kill it. Now, what's also important is if there are times you got time to kill, don't hesitate. Go looking for stuck enemies like that. Sometimes they spawn, but they don't move. You need to look for those. That can be very important. It'll get the game to end quicker. So, let's go to the post-battle results. What do you think? Am I on top of the team again? Maybe. I've done the battle, so I know. But do you guys know? Oh, and another thing. I created a community. And I created a server for the fans of the channel. I did, in fact, create a server. It's called the Modern Army of the Elite community. It's on Discord, and it's on the PS4. Look up Modern Army of the Elite on the PS4 if you have it, and I will have the link of the new server on the video in the description below. Now with that, it's about to be the end of the video. So with that, I'll see you guys later.